Okay, let's see whether you can stabilize.
Wow.
Okay. Ready?
Ready.
Ready. Okay. Not stabilizing though. The lines in, we have to fix those lines in Dangkalan, okay? It's flicking in and out. Kapu and John, your lines in Hong Kong, okay? Just now you had some problems. They're okay? Okay. Okay, Nika.
Daddy, I'm on a call, Daddy. Sorry.
No worries. Okay, introduction. Natasha, you want to start?
Yes. Hi, my
Okay.
name is Natasha.
Tasha, your line is flicking as well.
Huh?
We couldn't hear you. Yep. You want to say something about yourself? And your role in Bilberries Blue?
Okay. So, hi, my name is Natasha, and I am a BB
Intern.
Huh?
Intern.
BB intern. And I graduated from IT last year. I'm still looking for a job now, but in the meantime, I'm learning sign language and pottery.
Well, you got the job, Tasha. You are now a Bilberries Blue Sustainability Apprentice. We just haven't formalized your contract yet. So tomorrow you're going to start with Alan, co-host the Bilberries Blue Open Studios.
Yeah. So I am very excited about tomorrow.
Yeah, and Tasha, these are all our youth stewards from Philippines and Malaysia.
Yeah.
Okay. Alan, you want to introduce yourself again?
Oh, let me. I am Alan. I am from Singapore. I have many of these that play piano, reading, drumming, singing, co-traveling, and many more. I am the average man on earth. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Alan. John, you want to introduce yourself to Alan and Tasha?
I'm John, and I'm studying in Hong Kong secondary school, and I'm a Form 5 student. Yes. Yes, that's all.
Okay, and your role in Bilberries Blue?
Maybe just a member.
You're a youth steward, John. A very new one. John and Kapo just jumped right in before the cohort 2 started. So they haven't really kind of understood what the youth stewardship program is about, but they just jump right in. I mean, I love that spirit about them, you know. Kapo, introduce yourself, please.
Sorry. Okay. My name is Tapo, and I'm live in Hong Kong, and I like to play basketball with my friends, and I hope we can learn something new in this program.
Okay, so this is a work session. This is not the youth stewardship program. We plucked you guys out from the youth stewardship program to actually be part of the working team for the Bilberries Blue Summer School. Okay, so although we're just doing introductions, and after that I'm just going to start launching into the work piece already. Okay, Felrose. Felrose. Cannot hear. Angelica?
Hello, everyone. Ah, My name is Angelica Eledan, and I am from Tangkalan, Malinaw, Philippines. I am 19 years old. That's all.
Okay, thanks, Angelica. Nika, so I'm going to speed this along a little bit.
Hello everyone. I am Nika Kimberly Ann Arevalo, 20 years old, and that's it.
Okay, Felrose.
Let's just do some errands.
Okay, Ken. Andromeda.
Everyone is and of I love reading books, and I am fond of playing softball and buddhism and all. That's
Okay, Sharon, thank you, Andromeda. Sharon, quick introduction for yourself to Natasha. You've already introduced to Alan.
Sure. Well, my name is Sharon, son of Lognaden. I'm from Malaysia, and currently I'm doing a teacher training in SJKT Bharati. Yes, I'm a teacher training student now.
Thank you, Sharon. Yeah. Ejin?
Hi, I'm Ejin. I am from Malacca, Malaysia, and I'm currently a second-year law student.
Thank you, thank you. Ejin, thank you very much too for getting everybody's phone numbers and setting up the WhatsApp group. Ejin will also be setting up another Google Drive. So we're doing all the administration piece, and I was explaining to Ejin, this is very important for whenever you manage a team and a project. So you just see this as project management, Ejin, okay? I think you were paired with Nika as well, right? Yeah, Nika, can you turn your video on, please? Yeah. So, Tasha, I want you to take the organizing things role for the apprenticeship, for the apprentices and the interns. Interns, actually, Justin is the one that's been assigned for that role. For Malaysia, Ejin. For Philippines, Nika. Nika, can you turn on your video, Nika? No? Okay. So essentially, it's over and over, you will see this pattern when you organize a group, any project, any program. What you want is you want to have the context list, okay? And then each person, in Hong Kong, John, you take this role, this job, okay, this task. That means you're always the one knowing where everybody is. Okay, so the others will have to forgive you if you have to like shepherd them together, you know, if you can't get them. Even maybe down to even reminding them about meetings, because the meetings might have difficulty tracking, you know, and then taking the attendance as well. Not really for saying, oh, you didn't come or anything, but it's just for us to track how the team is progressing. Okay, so I'm kind of like the team lead, and then all of you are the sub team leads in that way. But actually, everybody is a leader. This is just the mechanics of the administration. As we go along, if the different projects come about, then different people start to take that role. Okay, so it's practicing that skill, and if you practice it early, it'll be very, very good for you, because it's foundational for working in teams and collaboration. Okay, so this is a project, and every project will have its own work stream, and it will have its own scope, and it will have its own briefing, okay, targets to accomplish. So I am starting to share screen again. Okay. So as I was saying, this is the BB Studio, and we are going to take different parts and making it into BB lighthouses. But this was how BB Studio was conceptualized. It was actually for a homeschool for my son Keith. He's down here. It's very interesting that learning is actually very experiential. So when you participate in, say, something like this and organizing the summer school, essentially you will know it inside out, you know. And our basically our pedagogy is essentially this, that learning can only be experiential. It's really coming from inside you, and then how do you formulate your interpretation of it? Okay, so for Keith, at that stage he was pre-verbal, and so his formulation of his interpretations were largely very whole body. Okay, so that's why he went into the recycling shed here. Okay, this is actually to keep the ladder, the very long ladder, and the way everything was designed was so that this very long ladder has a space. Okay, see here. So problem solving is it's one of the things that we enjoy doing in Bilberries Blue Summer School. Okay, in Bilberries Blue, and then in the Bilberries Blue Summer School, it's going to be like that. So whenever you face difficulties or any challenges, you just see, okay, if I can't solve it today, I'll solve it tomorrow. Okay, can't solve it myself, I'll solve it with others. But never go into a despair or anguish, okay? Although sometimes you might. We also have a shower and a toilet, and that's me. Mirrors are very, very important, full-length mirrors. So especially for us to know how we hold ourselves in society. Okay, so the expectation that we're always going to be very well groomed. Okay, so Alan and Tasha, tomorrow Alan is going to wear his Alan, share with us what you're going to wear tomorrow.
Well, I'm going to wear suit and tie.
Okay, wonderful plan.
Yeah.
I'm going to wear a dress. Tasha, what are you going to wear?
I haven't decided yet. I think I'm gonna wear a dress. I'll decide.
Fantastic. So Ejin, if you can start taking notes, okay, of dress wear. Okay, so when we go to Bilberries Blue Summer School, we will need different kind of outfits. Okay. Yeah, Andromeda is getting so curious. Yeah, because you're going to be hosting, you know.
Yeah.
And we're going to have black tie functions. We're hosting the leadership of who are interested in a full inclusive living and school. So therefore, as co-host tomorrow, we're actually dressing up in our finest. Okay, we don't have uniforms, so yeah. So dress wear is something that we will eventually need to work towards. Have it by the time we go to Bilberry Summer School, or if we are hosting the lighthouse as lighthouse keepers, we have to consider what is our outfit, what we're going to wear. Okay, as you can see, there's an outdoor space. Yard work is very important, you know, to be very hands-on, to maintain the studio and everything. So when BB Studio is disassembled into BB Lighthouse, the BB Lighthouse keepers will need to know how to maintain the traveling exhibit or the traveling space, the lighthouse space, you know. Similarly, when we go to Cambridge, you know, we will have to make sure we look after the environment very well, be very responsible about the space care. Okay, so this is really and you can see that in 5 years, I suppose I am the one who found the peace and satisfaction and fulfillment, actually, of figuring out this journey for me and my son, and then for Bilberries Blue as well. You know, Bilberries Blue became because of this journey, and we can see the stories later. Okay, so similarly from today and from the youth stewardship, but for Bilberries Blue Summer School, from today you have to start thinking, today this is just a dream. In 2 or 3 years' time, oh my goodness, you're going to feel what I'm feeling today. Very, very overwhelmed. Like, wow, in 5 years in the dark, you know, this amount of the work that we've done and the community and economies and businesses that we've built, you cannot do it from just top down. You know, it's you got to live the journey and then look back at what it is. Okay. So this is basically how the studio space is, and this begins tomorrow's open studios. So for me, action is the only promise. Words promise are good, but action is the one that speaks the loudest. And I've learned that choices and decision making is really about the commitment. And however we want the future to be, it is the present that makes the future. So if you commit today, you commit another day tomorrow, and commit and commit and commit, it's just gonna be a beautiful, beautiful walk. Okay. So this is how it looked like when we were setting up. Okay. Yeah. So very much so, he has a longing for drawing and painting. Yet things were flying out of his hands. So we were, Keith, we were figuring out how to support Keith in discovering his painting. Okay. So we use a wall like this, you know, for any students. So we are very good. We've painted outdoors quite a lot, and indoors too. So art and expressions with your hands is one of the things. You can see that the furniture had to go through the window. You couldn't get through the door. So these are some of the things that make us very strong, right? Every time we have a vision, we try and try and try. So I guess it's a tale of caution too. Towards the journey to Cambridge is not going to be rosy as we imagine, like in a fairy tale. You know, it's hard work. It's going to be hard work all the way. Okay. But once you understand the context of the significance of the history of the work that you're making, then it's you will still cry. It's very hard. But these are some of the books and the libraries that we have in Bilberries Blue that we hope to take and basically redistribute out into the lighthouses. Okay, so lots of books. What is coming to your minds now as you're seeing this? So this is the Happy Heart School, the schedules. This is the farm. We can also pop this into a rooftop farm somewhere. I have a place in mind. I hope they say yes. You know, these are some of Keith's buddies. They basically have a play dates by the park group, but now we have to stop it because of COVID. But maybe we have to find a way of reconnecting this again. We also have Uncle Joe and Auntie Therese here. This was Uncle Joe's office actually before he retired. So he came and worked with us and Keith one day as part of the Happy Heart School. So our work can also basically reach out to intergenerational. Okay. We don't believe in those retirement homes and isolation for the elderly. We really believe in caring for them and continue basically in the fulfillment of life, right? And celebration of life in whatever they're going through and whatever and however we are going through. Okay. This is One Love Dangkalan. We sent libraries to the Dangkalan's primary school and developmental school as well. So that's how we got to know the Dangkalan Town Council so well. Miss Sasa was the Duncan Town Council and the teachers as well. They entrusted us with this project. So we feel very blessed that we've been entrusted with the project. So this brings us a lot of joy. But these are the people behind the scenes. The children organized it. They are the interns now of Bilberries Blue. And Pete and Winnie, oops, I need to have a picture of Winnie properly. And there you go, Auntie Melba and Auntie Risi. Okay, these are the faces behind One Love Tangkalan. We also have art festivals. We join art festivals as well through our work. And always like this, lots of joy, deep thoughts, deep thinking, participation of children and everybody and the adults. Crow in the dark, when is it dawn, was a question of pedagogy and human engagement. And so we have a lot of blackboards that we write on, that we ask a lot of questions, and then we design programs and we test it out. We have also ad camp where we sit in circle time with the educators. This is primarily Team Keith. And again, all the full participation by everybody. Okay, and this is where we were learning and teaching with each other. Okay, this is what AdCamp is. This is the sustainable, safe, good food team. That is Pinkett and Billy. I think the Temasek Junior College students during the work shadow met them. This is Vera. This is Lee Ping. This is Hima. Hima is on the people side. This is Ping Bing, the architect. So we work like this as a team, different disciplines, and we work on different projects. So you can see everybody has the same kind of look. We gotta keep trying and making good happen in the world. Okay, so these are the stewards that, of course, will be part of Bilberries Blue Summer School, and we will invite them basically to. We don't know the format of the summer school yet because the stewards are on a different channel, buzzing and talking. Okay. We have Unspoken. Unspoken is where we have theatre. We also have access to this space. Mr. Colin Goh is very generous in collaborating with us. And he has a lot of spaces in Singapore. And next Monday, he's going to visit the studio and brainstorm with us how we're going to basically build the BB lighthouses. Okay, so we have access to theatre, sport tracks we can find in Singapore for free, you know. So this is, yep, sports. Sports are very important. So you have to weave some of all these features in the summer school design, okay? So sports is mobility is very, exercise is very important for the body. I am 100% convinced of it. Not from the looking good, that kind of perspective, but that it is foundational to the neuroscience and the neuroplasticity of a human being. So as a school, as a Happy Heart School, these were basically designed and integrated in. Keith actually does work with me as well. So I bring him to work to the point where he is also working with me. He's co-working with me as an intern. And that's when the point where we started the internship, right, Alan? Alan and Tasha have also been with me on another concert as well. I should have put this in there. But we have so many photos, so many things to document. One of the things, Ejin, can you write down, is documentation, okay? Any of the stewards, any of the interns or apprentice or stewards can start documenting their journey in Bilberries Blue and also their vision, okay? It doesn't have to be locked around this, but this is my showing you what corporate finance. My profession is as a chartered accountant. So these are actually accountants in action. This is Billy as a COO, okay? So we were having a due diligence exercise and it looks like this. An accountant's work looks like this, guys. Okay, if you want to demystify a lot of things. Okay, are you excited? I'm going to pause you.
Yes, very
Okay,
pleasant.
I just want to hear what are your reactions.
Yeah.
Huh?
It
I
was.
just want to hear and record some of your reactions as you're seeing the photos.
Actually, I like everything
Why do you like everything, Alan?
because I learned to I learn in economic, politics, education, mortgage. I like to do I used to talk everything, you know. Yeah.
What was that again? Economics, politics?
I I I am always happy.
You're always happy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're learning, you're excited because you're learning. What are some of the other responses?
As person actually uh I used to educate people. I also
Educate. Yeah.
yeah, I also learn no I also learn how to do meeting, you know.
Meetings.
Yeah,
Meeting.
meeting.
Meetings.
Yeah,
Yeah.
meeting.
Alan, can you write a PowerPoint slide about meetings? How to do
Yes,
meetings? Yeah. You don't
yes,
have
I
to do
have.
it straight away. You just write it down as your homework. Ejin, you just record it in the log for now. Okay. I'm starting to give your homework assignments already. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Who amongst you feel okay, I just need to hear what you're feeling, okay, so that I can assign you to a particular work piece. Ejin, what's coming to you as you're seeing the photos?
I feel like we're part of a transformation, part of something that will be impactful. And yeah, and being part of the journey is what I see from the photos.
Being part of the journey of transformation. Okay, transformation. All right. Anybody feels very strongly about transformation? Yeah. Okay, Ajin, you are the right one because you have that multi-potentiality piece as well. Why don't you just put transformation first and then put your name next to it? I think that's a core communication piece, right? Or perhaps even an objective, right? Or maybe it's the process. I'm not sure what it is yet. Okay. Andromeda, what are you feeling?
I am feeling overwhelmed and at the same time excited because seeing those pictures reminds me of celebrating unity and diversity because we are from different parts of the world. We are from different colors, races, and ethnicities or nationalities. It reminds me that there is one thing that binds us together, and that is the love for humanity and the love for everyone. Makes me think, and it makes me realize that there is a one bridge that connects all of the people around the world. It would be love.
Wow. Okay, Andromeda, you write something about that. Okay. So it looks like Ejin will write. You write first. You just pour out your heart. Okay. Don't edit it. You just write. Okay. Ejin, same thing. Okay. Yeah. And then after that, we'll condense it to one paragraph. Okay. Because we're preparing a pitch.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
John, what are you feeling, John?
Yeah, I think the program is meaningful because it involves lots of people, and there are because I see the PowerPoint. The life. That's the life that I never experienced, and I'm quite excited to attend that kind of life.
A kind of life, huh? What?
Because
what
that's different from the country I'm living.
Ah. Tell me more. How? What are the? What is it that you're seeing that is making you excited? Or yeah, you write something, John. A quick small one will do too. What do you see in those slides? You know, is it a way of life? A new way of a different way of life?
Because I seldom get a chance to play with or to communicate with other people, because I saw the kids there having interacting, and in Hong Kong we seldom can get a chance to interact with our friends, because we only focus on study.
So interacting with people.
Yes.
Okay. Can you write that? Can you write? Yeah. Write something about it. About interacting with people. Okay. Yeah. Because we're pulling together a document together for how Bilberries Blue Summer School will be like. So whatever you are seeing and you're responding to, we'll pull out that piece, and that's the piece we're going to put as a core element. Okay?
I write in the paper or
What do you want to call it? Anybody can help in.
Drive, Google Drive.
Huh?
Google Drive or what?
Oh no. You can send it on the email.
Oh.
Okay. Good point. You can just pop it straight into the Google Drive. Ejin will send out the Google Drive link to everybody anyway. So all your pieces of work, you can just pop it in there. Okay, you just pour out your hearts, and then you maybe if it moves you, then you take the time. If it doesn't move you so much, you just pause. You just put it first. You know, just little bit. You will see that this kind of process, it will bear fruit. You'll be very surprised. You don't have to like and give it your all to, you know, you whatever is just coming to you, just write it down. So I have a daily practice of writing, or when something moves me, I'll just write, you know, and I don't know what it is. Or for example, this deck got put together in one weekend. You know, people say I'm crazy, but I was feeling it. I go with the flow, the energy is there, you know, so something like that. But I know all of you have all your schoolwork and all that, so we don't want to take too much time from you too. Okay. Nika and Angelica. Hang on, I am going to, I think your line is flicking. I'm going to continue with the deck because there's still some more. Okay. Okay, so as I explained, this is the corporate finance piece. This is the interface essentially with the capital market. Okay, so this is what some of the work that accountants do, the stock taking, the due diligence, the transfer of assets and shares, and fundraising with the capital market. Yeah, accountants look like that. It's really cool. That's Vera again. See, they're looking very, very serious. But you see, you have to listen very, very well as accountants. And then Auntie Himal here. Himal was a director in a Down Syndrome Association programs and services. So she's lived with several adults who are different in London for a year in a community called Lash. Okay, she's currently based in India. So if you feel for people's work, then go look for Himal. Okay. Yeah, she was also very instrumental behind One Love. This was how we brought everything to the post office. This was how we organized the collecting day. and then we organize and pack them, and we have to catalog them. The books so this was, I think we collected 110 kilos that day in one day. And we distributed to 4. That day we distributed to 3, and then the Bhutan one took a while. But we found that the Singapore Postal Service is the best, so we stick with them when we distribute the libraries. So this is how the urban farm was growing, and you see all the books here again. We got lots of books. Okay. Kapo, how do you feel, Kapo, when you see all these things?
It's quite new to me, and I think it's quite meaningful to yeah, because in Hong Kong we don't have much things like this, and we are excited to see the developments of the place.
So if you think for Bilberries Blue Summer School, when we, or even the lighthouses, maybe later I ask you this question, for just a summer school, if I ask you to pick out one experiential component or design one, what would you put inside there? You know, we're designing the school right now, right? I can give you some time to think. Oh, you can think, but yeah, this is how I work. It's quite terrible. I don't even know what the agenda is, and then I just feel for it, okay? But it does work. And this is Teacher Jack. Tasha knows Teacher Jack really, really well because she makes clay work with Teacher Jack as under her personal atelier time. Okay, Tasha, I think you'll be the best person to write something about the personal atelier. Okay, yeah, can you write something and we'll put it inside the Bilberries Blue Summer School? Okay, as a one of the component. So here is Teacher Jack coming to the studio and baking for Keith because she's also Keith's English teacher, the English language teacher. Okay, for maybe 2 years. So Keith was homeschooled, and Keith would take the MRT to visit Teacher Jack's studio. And then once in a while, she said, "Can I come and bake?" Because she also loves to bake. So who amongst us here love to bake and stuff? Tasha. So Tasha, you write about the personal atelier and baking, okay?
I mean, I don't quite know how yet, but I am interested to learn. I really am.
Yeah, it will come to you. I mean, you each have a piece, right? And we have 5 Thursdays. You know, today is just the first Thursday, so you can ask the stewards. You can ask we can talk amongst ourselves as well. Okay, so don't feel so pressurized about it. But I do want to hear your voices. Okay, and I think you guys are going to be writing the pitch. Okay, Angelica, Anika, and Felrose, anything coming to you? It's called sibling management program. Natasha, you can write about sibling management program as well.
Sorry.
So Bilberries Blue is very families oriented, as you can see. You know, we believe in the work life as a very part of, it's integrated. You know, so when we get to know each other, we get to know your entire family. But we're very open because I was a working mom and I had my own place and I brought my babies to work actually. So I had that privilege as well, and trust of my my clients. So I started Bilberries Blue when I was 30 years old. My babies came around 33. So yeah, they're not my employees, they're my clients. So when I go to work, they're my clients. So there we go. Share. We have the forest piece as well. We have a project in Malaysia. This is Ken. He's a susty. He tells me he's a susty sector. Okay, the real forest type sustainability, not the TEUWB sustainability definition. You know, so if you want to know everything and anything about forestry and sustainability sector, Ken is one of the stewards that you can access. Architect Belinda, architect Ping Bing here, because see the map, we have to figure out how to save the forest as well as develop townships. Okay, this is Ryan. He builds what do you call those things? Internet stuff, right? He builds it at state level. Okay, so any of you interested in digitalization or stuff, this is him. He drove me to World Wildlife Fund in KL when I visited him there. Okay, this Penket again. His project is all right in the farm and in the forest. That's why it's called Food Forest Farm. Do you all know him? He's his Dr. Samdu Chatri. Okay, he came to give a talk. He was the director of the Gross National Happiness Center in Bhutan. He was also one of the founding persons of Bhutan economy, you know, way back in 1970s. So I had written to him, and essentially One Love, we had sent books to the school. This is the lady from the founder from the Rumah Charis, a Malaysian not-for-profit, and they look after children whose homes are not safe for them, and elderly as well. Okay, so this is One Love. So this is Washima at SGX. She's the one who teaches me the pedagogy of breaking free from my own mental blocks. So I brought her to SGX. This is Vera again. This is at ING Bank. So what we do is we frame projects, and then we basically go around and we do the rounds, right? Either business development or funding rounds. Okay. This is Li Ping and me in KL. So we travel a lot actually. We used to travel for work to basically piece things together. Okay. So work is very exciting, you know. Once you find your passion in a particular discipline is very exciting, because you can contribute to the project. And then when the project comes, it's like now, right? Now it's a project, isn't it? So you start pulling out and you start, yeah. This Mr. Edward Toh. Okay, Billy again. This is a cafe in KL. There's so many people. This is Paul. He's a graphic designer. Okay, he's one of the stewards. This is Ken. He's a musician as well as a music teacher. So that's why he's in part of Team Keith. Okay. Oh, that's Manju. She's doing a doctorate now, and she is at an international school, and she's I think maybe not the, she's the administrator. I can't remember whether it's a primary or secondary. Okay, so the educators amongst us. This is Ming Hui. She does HR. She's that's Stefan. He's also in sustainability. He used to be in finance before. Okay. Are you seeing? Oh my goodness, there's so many people here. Yeah, Saif, you know, There's Chin Hui who we brainstorm on the economics. Oh, that's Spock. In case you don't know who Spock is, this is Wai Hong. I can't remember his Christian name suddenly. He does land investment stuff. Okay, that's Andy. He's a lawyer. That's Kin. He's an economist as well as he advises banks on risk management. Okay. So as you can see, we work in our jeans, we work in the studio, we dress up for meetings, but we're all always smiling. There's something about Bilberries Blue, isn't it? I don't know why. Even though the times are hard and everything, we'll find ourselves smiling. Yeah. Anybody has a clue why? Angelica, I really want to hear your thoughts.
Hello. The smile. Ano? Smile. Okay.
Huh? Angelica,
Hello.
what are you feeling now?
I am happy and excited to be connected with people that came from the other part of the world and be able to scale
You got cut off, huh? Is Nika also Felrose? Also cannot. I'm going to stop share on the thing. I'm going to do something very interesting. Okay, I'm going to start to teach. Okay. Okay, I'm going to start. I think I'll call it project management. Okay. So what I use, are you seeing this? If you can't see, you'll be able to view it from the YouTube later. Okay. I will put like this. Since this is the organization name, I'll always put the organization name. And then this is the project, Bilberries Blue. Can you see?
Yep, we can see.
Okay, so what I have, then I have tabs only, okay? A lot of people ask me, how come I can do many work streams and so many projects? I track it like this. This was my training when I was in Pricewaterhouse in London in 1995. Very old school, but it works, okay? So say today, I can't remember what SN is. Sequential numbering, I think. So, but I always do that, okay? 2, 3. Today is date, okay? So I put date so that nobody misses. Today is Thursday. And I pick a day, same time. If you notice. So I just put 5 only, right? Right? So Ellen, you talked about meetings, right? Organizing meetings. Yeah. So this will add to your pedagogical documentation about meetings. Okay. So Ellen, Natasha and I have done a Zoom collaboration meeting before this one to test it, you know. Okay, so this is 5 Thursdays to what? Cambridge. Okay. Easy to remember, right? Okay, dates I cannot remember. The rest of it I'll ask, I'll let like, so then you guys, okay. So Pack does version 1, okay? Okay. After this, any of the leads can, amongst you can, so today is, okay? So I'm giving the template already, okay? So every project under Bilberries Blue can do it like this. No need fancy app, no need to pay anybody or anything, okay? Use Excel. Okay, Ejin, you got this? Later when you fill in, you will fill in your initials here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay.
Okay. Why is this important? Because when we have to deliver for our work and our clients' work, we have to be able to account for the time that we spent, you know, versus the performance results that we have. So it's very, very different. The youth stewardship program is framed as an L&D. The outcomes are very different. For some of these projects, where it's framed as a deliverable of work or money, or of products, or of then it has a different level of tracking and accountability. Okay. Date, okay, venue, okay, attendees in attendance, okay. So when you kind of get to the board level of meetings, then this becomes even more important because it has corporate secretarial significance. Okay, so but as a start, you practice it in small project groups and teams. Okay, so now is Zoom. Okay, then you can put all the names of everybody. So that's the meeting. What I have is also matters arising. Okay. So get this one. This is Control V, Control C, Control V, okay? Or if you're on a Mac, it's Command C, Control. So I do this so much in my career that, you know, we are like AIs already on these things, okay? So we used to have a system, I kind of really like it, when we go to a client and if you're a junior auditor, you basically write down all the issues, okay? And we were really kind of fielded into different areas, like the bank and cash, fixed assets. That's how they train. And the training was very, very effective. So I always also have a subcategory, okay? I just call it matters arising, you know. Then after that, you put, we used to have a review process, then the assistant manager or your senior auditor may come and review your different managers and different partners, you know. So we call them review notes. But I now just end up calling everything matters arising, but essentially it's the open items that is required to be done, and then we track the status, okay? So with just basically 2 things, you are completely in control of your team, right? And the project scope. Set file area, I don't know whether you can see all this. Nope, not this one. Page, you go to page setup and fit everything to a page because it's easy to PDF it. But when you print, what you want is a customer ready copy, okay? Left section at file, right section at tab, okay? So, okay, so save as, So the title I will give is BB for the company, BB Summer School, okay, BBSS, and then 5 Thursdays to Cambridge. So when you get very organized and everybody is synchronized, version 1, today is April 22, 2021, okay? And I'm the document owner. So this kind of level of documentation can even go up to when you go legal, okay, or when you're audited, okay. So so one is a pedagogical documentation. These are actually almost like work documentation or compliance documentation, you know. So they are actually very serious stuff. Sometimes I give them spaces like that. Okay, maybe I'll give you a template. So when you are organizing any projects, it's very important you synchronize and set up the template for everybody, okay? Okay, so whoever is absent also will, okay. So while you're watching me do this is being recorded. I'm already creating the training program. You see what's happening? So after you learn this, you will then also be able to teach this, right? Yes?
Yes.
Not too difficult, right? With Excel only. Yeah. I suppose I forgot project scope, but we'll come to that later. And then anything that we want to put, and then of course you're gonna have your project budget, right? Oops. Okay. Then I say if it starts to get big, if this file starts to get big, then just create an index page for it. Okay. So things that you can't foresee yet, don't worry, don't sit down there fretting, trying to think how it is, just kind of move on, leave it, you know. So I have this term that I tell people, just leave it. It's not being rude or anything. So. Yeah, you just leave it for a while.
But she's from UK.
Who's from UK?
This person is now in UK. And some is from Singapore, some is from Indonesia.
Ah, who's talking here? Huh?
No, we don't learn anything. We only participate. Now actually participating in the summer school do. I also don't know what is this.
Who's talking now?
Yeah.
Very cute. Is it Navitha?
Today, no.
Huh?
Oh, sorry.
Who's talking? Navitha, you've just joined us.
Yeah, sorry. I was talking with my colleague. Sorry.
Good. No, it's cute. Because you missed the first part. Later, you're now in the project team. Okay.
Okay.
We don't repeat. You got to come on time or let somebody know you're late. Okay. Then after that,
Sorry, because I was doing some project job in my office, so I totally forgot that. Sorry.
No worries. As long as we know where you are, that you're here, we want you to be here. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So now I'm basically showing us how we are going to do our project management. Okay, using Excel.
Okay.
Okay. The reason why I reference everything is so that when we do review notes or when we do following up on things on the work stream, the open items, then we can reference the items and then people don't get lost. Okay. One of the things working in teams is that people start arguing, you know. I've seen it already. And it gets really funny. Then it gets not funny because when people start getting into a fight, right? And I'm sure you all know what it is. All those times those things happen, okay? Okay, doesn't mean it's 3 items each. I'm just setting up the template, okay? Yeah, I also am very, very particular for those people who have worked with me. is that everything when you present something, it needs to look nice, right? Because it indicates your level of pride that you take in the work. Okay. Okay. We can put in another one here. So I have condensed the way all the things I've learned and how I manage teams into basically one file, one Excel file, and one couple of tabs and spreadsheet. Okay, as you go along, you will know. And this is how I think when I'm at work. Okay, or doing a work streams matter, a project, any projects. Okay, so now summer school, we have spoken about transformation, correct? Andromeda, what was your point? Diversity? Unity. Pardon? Can you repeat that again?
In
the line is really... Pardon? Yeah, I think I heard this. John, what is your, what was the point you were making?
Interaction.
Huh?
Interaction.
In what?
Interaction with people.
Interaction. This is what it is. Okay. Anybody else wants to contribute something here for the design of the Bilberries School, the summer school? Kapo, you got anything coming to you? Oh, personal atelier, right? So Alan will make a PowerPoint slide. Yeah, Alan, you like PowerPoint slide, or do you what media of presentation do you like? Pardon?
Actually, I can do PowerPoint.
Yeah, you like that? Okay. Write
Uh,
something about meetings here.
Yeah,
You want to write a paragraph as well?
Of course, I can.
Yeah, write something.
Yes.
What do you want to call it? Writing. Okay. Andromeda, you're writing essay? Alan, you're going to write an essay? Okay, essay expert, please.
Okay.
Please ask. Yeah, please ask Saif, okay? Ejin, is yours an essay?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. John, what do you think you will do? An essay as well, or just a paragraph, a reflection paragraph?
Just a paragraph, it's okay.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Kapo, you want to write something? You don't need to, you know. If you don't have anything, don't feel compelled.
Is in what about what I'm tipping in?
Pardon?
my about how I feel about this as in my about what I'm tipping in.
You will write about personal atelier, your time with teacher Jack.
Can
Mm.
I
Yeah.
can do it.
Okay, so time with teacher Jack in pottery studio, in pottery class, right? She calls it. Yeah. Okay. Alan will do. Okay. Any of you very interested in the money piece? Okay. Sorry. The okay. Who wants to do a research on executive education programs pricing? 2 to 4 weeks on site.
I do.
Who said that?
Navitha.
Navitha. Okay. So I think we can position ourselves as an executive education program. How else do you think we can position ourselves? We can actually do children's program too, you know, right? Maybe 1 week. Yeah. What do you think?
I think it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that'll be fun. Yeah.
Yep. We will need some not just the pricing but the market research, right? Right, correct? You need to roughly know how much, right? So can you see that this is sustainable entrepreneurism? We say that we're not going to be charity, right? So we have to create this program. And since we are working to create it and hosting it and running it, we're going to charge for it. We're going to have to sell tickets. Wait, I want to see all your stunned faces. Are you stunned? Oh, my video was off accidentally. Are you stunned?
Yes.
We're turning this idea into a product now. Okay, because you're asking how fundraising is done, right? You have to create a product and service to the marketplace, okay? And to do that, you need to have an idea of what's in the market. You look stunned. Do you believe that you can run this program, create this program, run it and sell the tickets? Nika, you're frowning. Tell me. Okay, well, Nika is thinking. Navitha, hello. You look very authoritative in your work chair. Can you introduce yourself, please?
Okay, I'm Navitha. So I don't know what I should introduce. I'm studying from Malaysia in IT executive and working.
Okay, very good. Navitha, this is Natasha, and Alan, our Bilberries Blue interns before, and then now they're Bilberries Blue apprentice. Okay, that's our job title for them now. They got a new job.
Hi Natasha, hi Ellen.
I'm
Yeah,
Natasha.
yeah. So yeah, so where is Felrose? Huh? Couple, are you excited that you can make money from running a summer school in Cambridge? I'm always excited about making money.
Yeah.
And doing good as well. Huh? How do you feel? Suddenly you're like, wow, I'm founding a school. Never knew that would happen.
Yeah, I'm
Does
excited.
it change? Does it change for you? Everything? It's not a school project, you know. This one is like
Yeah,
we're going to collect money. You know?
totally new for me.
Yeah, yeah. So how do you feel now?
Um, uh, I'm not sure can I do this, but I'm looking forward to challenge myself.
Good, good, good. So it's all about learning. Like I said, you have an idea. You got to I understand the components of it. And of course, you'll be refined. You'll be refined to a place of simplicity and a place where you can actually deliver. Okay. So when you bring things to the marketplace, well, you have a lot of ideas and you brainstorm. As you run out of, as you want to formulate it and bring it to the marketplace, and you start offering it as a product or a service. In this case, it's a pretty much either an executive education program or a children's program, or uh, we don't know how it looks like yet, but we're going to put it down and we're going to do the research. And after that, after we do the market research, then we're going to have an idea. Then we're going to talk to amongst ourselves. We're going to talk with those that are going to be part of the faculty, so to speak. We are also going to be part of the faculty because by the time we finish this, we are going to be experts in setting up summer schools. You see how these things work? You see how you turn yourself into an expert of something? Because this one has a very long runway, right? It has like 2 years, and we've given ourselves 5 years, right, of running summer schools. It's not a school, it's a summer school. A summer school is very easy to execute, you know, because you plan it, then you just all have to go and travel there and run it, right? But in between, you have to do all the sales and marketing as well, and collecting the money, and then accounting for it, and then dispersing it, you know. And if you think about it, our goal is to bring everybody there, you know. So if we have to bring everybody there, then how do we cost that? And what is the price of one ticket for those who are fee paying? So for Bilberries Blue, I see this pattern emerging. We're not a charity. We're not, you know. So we have a charitable arm. We have a not-for-profit arm, which is One Love. But under Bilberries Blue products and services, so the challenge we want to give ourselves is, you know, it needs to be financially sustainable, okay, and it needs to have some kind of profitability for the future, right? The micro summit, we have started something called zero fee. The first day event was a lecture for 100, and that was zero fee. The second day was a workshop, and that one had $200 per ticket, you know, smaller. We did not sell everything out, but our collaboration partners were able to give very good rates with us for the rental of the venues. And so at the end of the day, the interns actually got a book voucher each, which I haven't given to them because COVID happened and all that, right? So I'm really behind, like a couple of years behind, but they're okay. But for this one, we cannot do it like that, okay? Because that one was just a 2-day event and was really kind of prototyping this. For this one, it's going to be very, very serious. We've got somebody from an expert on higher education to come in. So we really want to target it such that it has higher education, it has private sector L&D, public sector L&D, okay, and children's education and education. higher education, and I think early childhood education and middle school and the whole spectrum of education. So it's a very ambitious goal. That's why it's fun, okay? And that's why nobody can do it. So you need to know the value proposition, right? So let's say maybe the whole thing is a product development exercise, then this becomes market research. Okay, maybe better like this. Yeah, Navitha? Yeah, I'm gonna put Navitha here, okay? So the whole thing is product development, correct? Yeah? And then I'm just framing it 3 points only. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Because as you get older, cannot remember already. You know, A, B, C, D, E, F already quite a lot. Times 3 is like a lot of items. So we try to simplify, and then after that distill it even more, okay? So this is market research. What did I say just now? So we hope to have show education in it. We hope to have higher education, private public sector L&D is different from private sector, right? Because you have, it's a different structure, it's a different competency, you know. Higher education now has continuous education. I don't know where it will fit in, but as we access the experts, they will be able to better advise us. What is a I don't know what this is. Maybe like this? I'm not sure. I'm not very good with this kind of words. Okay. Okay, so this is kind of designing the different components of this. I think this has to be me. Correct? Yeah? Does it make sense that it has to be me? Or should somebody else look into this? Somebody else. Because if it's me, it's going to be the boring stuff already. Okay? I think I prefer it to be one of you. Maybe it's here, you know, Ejin. I think it's here. Okay. I got an idea. Better? Is this better? One item.
Okay, so I'll do the research.
No, we just talk to the those the stewards. Okay. They have the knowledge. They have the knowledge. The internet research not going to help. Okay. In transformation, you got to do interviews with the experts in these spaces. Okay. Who wants to do this with Ejin? All this will be done in the 5 Thursdays. Okay. It's just that when those guys come on board, then you ask them. Then you know we have this plan. This is our work plan. Sorry, this is not matters arising yet. I have something called work plan. You see, I cannot even remember. This is work plan and work schedule, actually. Our work schedule is only 5 Thursdays and a couple of items. Don't make it too onerous in that sense, you know. Although Navitha, your research may be a bit tricky, but I think for you it will be fast. Yeah, I think you're very good at it. That's why you're very confident. Children's program, Navitha? Huh? We benchmark I don't know what people do. Maybe some of the forest schools thing. You know, summer school. I don't know if it's 1 week or what, okay? 1 week or 2 weeks. You find out for us, okay? We basically have 4 weeks in Cambridge to play with. I guess executive education program is the higher education and L&D interface already, right? So children and
Peng Yan,
yeah.
is there a reason why we're doing this in Cambridge?
Yeah, good question. Why Cambridge? Maybe it's a separate question on its own. I can arrange for the development director as well and the events officers. I've also asked to see if we can have a youth stewards group from the village in Cambridge. Okay, not the university, but the village itself. Who wants to take this on? You can have a few of you. Angelica and Nika. Okay. Who wants to take on the question about why Cambridge? Alan. Who else?
I see, yes, okay, too.
Yeah, I think Ejin's question was very good, but Ejin's working on the transformation piece. The rest of you need to get data for her, okay? Who wants to do this piece? Felrose, Angelica, and Nika? You guys just put up your hand. Angelica? I'll be there. I'll be there with every one of you. So don't worry.
We will take it. Okay.
Huh?
Me and Nika and Pillars will take it.
Okay. Very good. I love that. Okay. Yeah, because I don't want y'all to take on too many things, then you cannot focus, right? So this one is Angelica, Nika. Actually, I just want one of you, you know. I prefer one person taking ownership of the one item. Okay, why Cambridge? Just one of you, please. Angelica, okay?
Okay.
Yep. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Now, this one will be an interview. Okay. Angelica, you just need to research Fitzwilliam College.
What is
This is where we're going. Okay, so I've changed my mind. So all of you just each one take one thing, okay? Otherwise, the crossword might be too difficult for you all right now. Okay? You see how it is? Getting easier, right? The big idea is now turning into task. You see how the work plan is organized?
Yeah.
Okay. Feeling better? Not too big, isn't it? You just have an interview, have a research. I will tell you why I picked it. I've never had such a wonderful place to be. And I think Cambridge was my turning point and transformational point because of the culture of the university and the pedagogy. We're very small size classrooms, three students, one supervisor. So it's called small size learning. But I realized after deep thinking about it, was really is the friendliness of the place, especially Fitzwilliam College, the college I was at. And I remember the development director coming back down about just 5-6 years ago. And she was so sweet. And she said to me, we are family, because I had been a lost sheep, to the college after 30 years. So they found us all back. They were committed to find us all back. And it weren't about money. It was about being family. That moved me. And I think I would love everybody to share that. Of course, the University Library in Cambridge has every single book that is published in the UK. So you have access to that. You have access to many colleges as well. There are also a lot of formal halls. We can also actually experience formal halls. A bit like what you saw in Harry Potter. That's a boarding school, but in Cambridge, we kind of have that as well. But we're always quite mad-clap. Although people think we're serious, we're actually quite silly. I think I don't know how to explain that. It's very hard for people to believe it. But I think somehow the culture is, we're quite silly. We're allowed to be silly. Kindness and compassion is actually one of the core values. Although it's quite academic centric, but as a university and higher education piece, but I think we all have that commonality of caring, kindness, and compassion. I mean, that's largely I feel of my friends now too, the alumni. I think when we go there, it will be 4 weeks staying in Fitzwilliam College. You get to experience. Once you experience something, your life trajectory changes. So I think I also wanted to look for a place that was safe to host all of us. That I feel that the culture is real, the people are real. Even the person, the head of Pottery, was there when he was, making food for us students, so the continuity of the people that I know there are still there. So maybe a large part of it is because I'm connecting the world to Cambridge, to Fitzwilliam College. I don't know. It's a very personal thing, and there's that happiness and joy of that connection. But I think that particular setting also allows you to have hope, because it changes your view about, maybe this place is a very difficult place to access, but hang on, I'm here and I'm running this program. Can you imagine that, right? And you get to run the content of the program, you get to run the curriculum of it. And they're very supportive of this program, this project. They're very excited actually to host us, although we are going in as events and not part of the university program, but I believe we will contribute very significantly. The other reason is there are global companies now in Cambridge, sustainability companies, ESG companies, and we want to be there to be able to engage that conversation and contribute to essentially the stewardship of this very exciting movement, the market stewardship of it or the social stewardship of it, whatever it is. So we're going to be engaging that. What else? What were my other thoughts? So of course, research. They have an institute of sustainability leadership. That's very new. It wasn't there when I was there as a student. So there's research, there is venture entrepreneurism, there is the tradition of higher education, there is the philosophy of inclusion, thinking of intellectual stuff, but also very in a hard way. There is, of course, you learn how to punt. You know, yeah. Saif would love to teach you how to punt. You'll learn how to punt. You're going to enjoy the bags. So you get a taste of what it feels like to have to be yourself and learning in peace and freedom. Because the true responsibility comes when you have freedom and you can still hold yourself in the highest decorum and responsibility. I think if we chosen another place where it's very tight, then it's not learning in freedom. You can not know the highest of who you are, you know, and how well you can hold yourself. And I said to the program partners, the stewards, that there'll be alcohol, there'll be, you know, we don't, you know, the sexuality and all that. We're not in a place to dictate, right? So all of you will have to be very responsible, and also the program participants that we're inviting and we're hosting when we're running it, that sense of responsibility we must also bring with us, because you know we are Bilberries Blue. So that's why we've taken the decision to journey, right, together for a long time until we stabilize, so that when we go everywhere, we bring that with us, you know. So what have I put here? Fitzwilliam College. What did I say just now? I rattled on a few things. Funding, former hall, university, library. What did I say? I don't know. Okay. Angelica, you might have to be the one to call around and find out, okay? All right. So are you curious about, okay, so who wants to do the budget? Who's good with numbers?
I'm sorry, Pingyan, I have to go now.
Okay, go on. Yep. So I'll just pop this on the Google Drive, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Thanks, Ejin. You got the idea already, right? How
Yeah,
this? Yeah. If not, you just watch this thing. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye. Okay. So, who wants to do the budget? With me? Who's good in numbers? We have Nika, Felrose, and Kapo left. Any of you very good with numbers? Couple? I'll be here to help you. Felrose? Felrose, are you a numbers person? I won't force you if you're not a numbers person, because this numbers thing, enough people have told me may not be for everyone. Okay, no name. You all will tell me later. Maybe I have to do this myself. But I really want to have somebody learn this, because it's critical for any of the projects that we hope to do at Bilberries Blue. Anybody? Huh. Did we have
I'll take that.
who said it? Nika?
Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Okay. We will do this a bit later once you understand what's going on here. Okay. So
Okay.
I just put your name there for now. We don't need to do anything just yet. Okay. Navitha, help me think, what else do we need to do the product development? So the product is about transformation, unity in diversity, interaction with people. We have our personal atelier. What would make this, what is the need in the world that you see for business leaders and leaders, okay, that will benefit them if they come for this summer school? What can they get from us that they cannot get anywhere else? That's another question.
New skills or experience that might be different from others.
Okay, what else? Friendship? Right?
Friendship, lifetime memories, and
They belong into a TEUWB network as well, isn't it? From an economic empowerment point of view. Yeah? Friendship and life memories are friends, right? They have support. Is this fair? So if we give them experience or new skills that might be different from others, what would that look like? Okay, we can have, okay, who wants to take this one? There's Felrose left and Capo left. You see how this game works? This game works. You have to put up your hand early on because otherwise you'll be left taking whatever is the last piece. It might not be something you like. Do I have anything else here? Marketing, right? Do we have it already on? Okay, let me try. Don't get anxious. Don't get anxious. Like I said, we will all have support from everybody. Okay. Capo and Felrose. Felrose, can you turn on your screen, please? Felrose, can you tell me about yourself again? What do you like to do?
I'll take the sales and marketing.
You prefer sales and marketing? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, Capo. You're going to do the program deliverables. I don't know. Or is that for everybody to do? Did I miss anything in the organization? I think this is for everybody to do. This one is us delivering this, right? Yeah, correct? Correct? Capo, what do you like to do? It's not this anymore. You get to choose one more item that we need to do. Anything coming to your market research? After market research, then we do our costing, then we know our pricing, then we have sales and marketing, budget and accounting is the same thing. I think it's documentation, And then we have the meetings. Transformation is Ejin. Keeping us in unity and diversity so nobody quarrels is Andromeda. Interaction with people. Earth is missing. You like this? I just put that Earth. Kapo, you like that?
I want to ask, what is Earth talking about?
We have to, because we are environmental, social governance, economy.
At the end,
Yes,
I need to go now.
you need to go.
Yeah, so I see you tomorrow.
I see you tomorrow at 9:30. Okay.
Yeah,
Come in your suit and tie.
Yeah. Bye, at the end.
Bye. Thank you, Ellen. Yeah.
Bye.
Check the email later. Yeah. Yeah. We're nearly done. So, Kapo, what do you think? Because John is going to think about interaction with people, right? Because that was what was connecting with him. Okay, let me show you some more slides. Maybe something will come up with you regarding how we will want to incorporate Earth into the program. Okay. Yeah. Let me see. Okay, so we have called ourselves sustainability stewards, right? And you can see they're all from all disciplines. Okay, this was us cracking our farm enterprise puzzle. Okay, how to design the back end of it. Okay, the processing, the computer information systems processing. Okay, lots of people working together like this. Okay, this one is another group. This is we have Moon River Lodge, which is a pioneer's capsule. This one is a farm stay in the Highlands, and then the co-founders Pinker and Billy and Li Ping. You see the accountant is there. This is Richard as an architect. Our friend, I've forgotten her name. She was helping with the marketing and the BD. Okay, she we were looking for investors. Okay. This is our IP lawyer. This is our IP session. This is Emmanuel. That's Cyril. Okay, so this is the office. We went to see. We have IP. We formulated our knowledge into intellectual property. Okay, so this is all very serious stuff. Okay, then we formulated our farm journey into what we call another IP called SAFTPE, Sustainable Agroforestry Technology Park Enterprise. So we take all this good stuff and all this learning. See, these are pumpkins. So we're growing pumpkins like that. And this is Keith, and we're trekking inside the bamboo grove. And that's a carrot. We can grow carrots out of bags like this now. Okay? And this is the back end, how you process all the stuff. The information, all the okay. That side again with Ken and Manju, we went for the opening of the Mengong house, where one of our partners, they have a location. They've taken an old house and converted it into a culture space, you know, and learning space. That's us trying to get the mechanism going on how to develop a township and governance it such that all the different pieces are protected. Hima wanted to write about the forest pilgrims, okay, and our friends from India also came to visit. So this is us hosting them. This was when TEUWB came to be. So imagine all this knowledge that you're seeing today was not there 5 years ago. We just learned it or discovered it and put it together, okay, and formulated it. Keith and I also give talks together with teacher June here in Melbourne. So you can see how we engage our knowledge with higher education, and this is in developmental intervention. Okay, Then I decided to paint the wall because I ran out of wall space and I used the magnet paint and the chalk paint. So you can transform spaces into learning spaces with very little, with just some paint, you know. I also have a dream. We also have a dream of cottage studios where people can make their artwork or their studio work. Okay, could be highly stitched to technology too, or any media. And essentially, how do we then empower the economic distribution of it? You know, so this is the Natasha. Tasha is kind of working on this piece for herself. Okay, she's starting her own studio already. In other words, okay, and this is One Love Bhutan, where we sent to 5 schools, GNH Center, and 4 schools in Bhutan. Then you can see how we will have put all their book lists there. It goes into their library. Playdates by the park, again, can see all the kids growing. And then we started to have name cards. Then we organize our own internal events. Some companies have their strategy events and strategy teams, but ours is like this because everybody is everywhere. So we call it BB Equinox. This is my own art painting. I haven't painted for a long time, like a long time. And I just couldn't until June 2019. And I painted the baby studio courtyard here. Yeah. I started exploring urban mobility. So this is my bicycle. And I had a vision of what if we all live like this and we'll be very healthy, because it's very good to ride a bicycle because you're actually balancing and exercising both sides of your brains. So I learned this from developmental intervention with a journey with Keith, essentially. Okay. So we have a Dutch friend, and one of our stewards is in Holland actually. So she's Agnes here. She helps us with the marketing. And this is one of our events, hosting events. So eventually Keith learned to travel, not on his own yet, but he's very good with the public transport. And on certain days after school, he came to work with me. Okay. So we're creating workplaces of dignity. These are all the hands from Bilberries Blue. And then this is Vincent doing his art workshop. And Natasha and Alan are here. Okay. This is the internship. The interns are here. This was a micro summit. Yeah, that's Mr. Colin Goh, who is collaborated with us on the space. This is Ms. Nora Bateson. So she has her own Bateson Institute, and also this warm data lab that she's teaching all around the world. We organize a micro summit walk as well. So just to give an idea of what you can do when you're designing a program. It's actually very, very fun and exciting. So the summit was like this, and we had an apron sewing, a talk, and the interns basically prepared the kitchen, you know. So it's like this. And then we had a documentation about the internship program. Okay, like this. So Felrose, our sales and marketing is very different from everybody. We would rather just talk about our pedagogical documentation and our publication. So it's more research based in our sharing of what we do and what we hope to accomplish. Okay, not so much the sales and marketing that we see as what other people think. They try and push the sales. We're not. We're actually inviting more and more people to Bilberries Blue, through Bilberries Blue Summer School, to learn about, and not learn, but co-learn with us, right? Co-create with us what Bilberries Blue can be, you know. Okay, so you can see as a different group of people that we're trying to bring into Bilberries Blue. Okay, so Bilberries Blue, you see, we go everywhere. We go everywhere into the community. So this is another intern, Nicholas. Okay, he likes all these cameras things and documentation things. So you have to follow your passion. Okay, so this is our preparation. This is the interns learning how to do the accounting together with the collaboration partner. Okay, so we continue to make new friends and continue to develop our thinking and our theory. So this is how we do. So I think Bilberries Blue Summer School is a continuity of this only. It's an extension of this. Okay, so we're kind of everywhere anyway. Then we have these IP cards, so we can develop more IP cards. That's Tasha and her personal atelier time. This is Ben, who is our in-house writer almost. Yeah, he's our intern. So we onboarded him. This is Justin, who is building the intranet. And we were hosting somebody from Spain. So we brought basically our vegetables to show. This is the exhibition. And we continued the internship program again in November, before COVID. This is Beth. She built the Food Forest Farm website and actually is exploring narrative economics. This is completing the project work stream, see? So she had been mobilized into the Food Forest Farm website deliverable. So we have to finish it, okay? The others are more on personal atelier time. These are all our friends who are all kind of business and social leaders. This was when I wrote the book during COVID and the lecture series. This was when I was doing the bandana braids band to keep all of us going during the early part of the pandemic, when we really didn't know what was going on. I had no space and I squatted down here in my bedroom. Okay, this was my office for a while. Yeah. This is my own cottage studios, C'est la vie bonbons tralala. I formulated it during COVID, and a lot of it is in writing during that time. We wrote a paper, which is basically how we can formulate a 5-year economic development plan so clearly. So it was in response to the pandemic. So this is the pedagogy of, and we came up with the places of possibilities and the learning series. Like I said, we also have this Shopify account. So anything we can sales and market through this Shopify. This is the Bilberries Blue e-commerce shop. This is the Bilberries Blue meeting. That's why Alan is an expert on meetings. We continue our solstice and equinox. In January this year, together with the TJC students, we did this promotion program for Food Forest Farm. This was the mentorship with TJC. The supermarket merchandisers went into emergency in Malaysia and had to be 2 weeks off the supermarkets. So what we did was we created a training and promotional series. Okay, and it's in Malay actually. Sembang-sembang di dapur dan lain-lain. So they were very brave warriors, and we had to prepare the understanding for their own protection when they go into the supermarkets every day during COVID. And I had also prepared myself as a supermarket promoter to understand where are the danger points so that I can teach it the BCP. Okay. So this is me doing how do you transform economies, the new economies. So you kind of have to do everything on the run and be very adaptive. And I like cycling, so I put the bicycle there. With Vincent, we're going to look at spaces for creative exploration. Then we have us, the Youth Stewardship Program. All of you are on this. So right now we're here. The vision was here. This was Keith when he was born. Make the impossible possible. So I guess the lesson that I've learned is a lot of people have asked me, you know, they've invited me for talks and all that. So I said, maybe this is the question we really need to ask. Do you know me? You know, and maybe we just live life, get to know each other, have real conversations, have some fun. I still go back to friendship with what is Bilberries Blue. I think it's just to get to know each other. So I think I put down here in this catalog, after reflecting on 5 years of Bilberries Blue last weekend, you can see I eat alone quite a bit. Yeah, primarily with books. But I'm with people a lot. But I need my solitude. Maybe BB Studio was my place of solitude, actually. But I'm always joyful because I always have memories with people, with places, you know, with the forest as well. So I'm not lonely when I'm alone. And I always have my books or my thinking or ideas or projects. So then I just eat like this. Yeah. So I'm kind of like a introvert extrovert. Okay. Yeah. So I don't know. Okay, so I've gone through 108 pages now. And it's recorded. So that would do for this thing. I almost think Kapo, what do you think? We have Earth here. What do you think? After listening to me and then seeing the last slide where I'm eating with books. And I'm so happy eating with a bunch of books. I saw my bicycle. Uh-huh. What do you think? Can be anything. Nothing. Don't stop. I will stop share this. I will, yeah. I think this is correct. I'm just going to put it there. It's okay. But now, what do you think? Solitude is important. Community is important. Earth is important.
I don't know.
I think Bilberries Blue Summer School is just creating something to make new friends, you know. Is it really that simple? Andromeda, what do you think?
I think the in the aspect there, the earth, you should incorporate incorporate the interaction of the people, which is given to John, and incorporate the other aspects presented so that it will be presented as a whole or as a summary or as a
So you think
conclusion or
like this together, huh?
yeah,
No.
interaction with people and earth. We I mean that the um the aspects or the key points there will
Okay.
be summarized or will be concluded in the aspect earth.
Okay. I see what you mean. So John will look at a paragraph regarding interaction with people, and then Kapo will
Yes.
put in about a paragraph about interaction of people and earth.
Yes, so that we will not will not find difficulty, or they can work together and
Yeah.
collaborate and give ideas, share ideas, so they won't
Yeah.
they find it difficult.
Yeah. So Kapo, you just need to work together with John. John was very attracted about the interaction with people, please. So Kapo, you need to figure out, you think about earth. You just think about earth. Then after that, based on what John has written, you just talk to John. Because your mind is still fresh. Okay. Yeah, you're still in discovery. So allow yourself to have the discovery, Don't be so rushed to give an answer even. You just have it play in your background, but that's really all it is. Whether you come up with a paragraph or that next week, it also doesn't matter, okay? Because clearly we have a lot of time, but thank you for that, Andromeda. That's a great suggestion, yeah. So you can
You're
see,
welcome.
yeah, so we will just work like this 5 Thursdays. Uh, you know, then we'll see where this rolls, right? 3 hours per session is very long, so maybe next time I'll shorten it a little bit. But it's how do you feel about today? Do you feel that it's more concrete now, the idea?
Yeah. As I said, I am really, really excited about being in this project altogether.
Yeah, now you can visualize
I
it.
really am.
Yeah, it's not so scary anymore, right? It's not so far-fetched.
No.
Yeah. Oh, on the budget, let me just make it a bit more concrete, the budget. So the budget, you have to look at the travel. Okay, the main cost is the travel and accommodation, right? Right? Then there is the honorarium, right? Because it's a school, isn't it? And then do you think this is fair? The budget, that's our cost, isn't it? Travel and accommodation. honorarium for faculty. And then this organizing teams, the materials we use and the time. Okay. So all of you will need to log your timesheet. Okay, so we can put it all here. The meetings, the joint meetings, we're already logging. So you just need to log in your personal timesheet. Okay. So you can say project task. Then this is your timesheet. Okay, you put your name here. Essentially what you want to capture is your hours. So you say your project task is, okay, I don't have this yet. So if you say as an example, okay, say if I am Ejin, okay. Okay, so this is your task, right? Essentially that's your deliverable. Then your time. Okay, then you just need to put your item so you can track it. Your time spent on it in hours, day, date, time. They count the hours. Okay. Why this is important is because the inland revenue of any country will require this one. Okay. If you submit taxes for the work that you've performed, then you have to write down this kind of things. Okay. And then if you have incurred any expenses relating to any of these things, then you have to submit the receipts. Okay, this is the beginning of the so you just put like this. Okay, so as you perform your thinking or your task, then you can record it like this. We might refine this, but I just want to keep it all very, very simple. Okay, so for everyone is supposed to do your own timesheet. Okay, so this is called timesheet discipline. Okay, yeah. Maybe I'll put in another thing here. Expense reimbursement. Okay. If you timesheet and so I'm in this format, right? I'm actually teaching you how to be consultants. Okay. Sustainable entrepreneurism requires a lot of discipline, like anything. Okay. But a lot of it requires time discipline and expense disciplines and your scoping of your work and then basically delivering on it. So you don't have to make it complex. You make it simple so that you can deliver, but then you make it good as well. It's just a practice. You just keep doing it. And you have to work with a lot of people, all different kinds of people, for either for business development or for creating projects or programs or products and services. And basically later when you deliver on, when you're executing the program itself, it's also another different thing, you know. So now we're doing a lot of planning and fundraising and preparing the product development. But then later when you go into Cambridge, you have to execute it, and you will have to report and account for it, all the accounting, you know. And so then you have started something from scratch. Then you're a sustainable entrepreneur. By the time you finish this whole project, you have become a sustainable entrepreneur through the Bilberries Blue way. Can you all see it now? Not difficult, right? One Excel spreadsheet, 4 tabs. Can you see why we say we are our own resources? Yeah. Do you believe it? Yeah. And we're recording this. So what we're doing is we are in fact contributing research materials to others. We are also building our training videos. We're also building our promotional videos. 3 in 1. I like 3 in 1s and 5 in 1s. You know. And for us, it's all authentic because we can put everything out in the sun. We can record it like this as well, you know. Yeah. So that's why it's very important when you do everything, just be yourself, be authentic, be honest and sincere. There will be mistakes, there will be people who will be unhappy, etc. But we just have to keep explaining to others why we are doing it. If not, we have to learn to find the courage to do it anyway, what we feel is right. Yeah. Navitha, how? Okay. What do you think, Navitha?
Good.
Huh? Do you feel empowered now? A bit more empowered? Huh?
I understand a bit more detail.
It's not so difficult, right?
Not
Huh?
difficult. Not difficult.
Not difficult. Can see us doing this, right? So all we need to do is stay very open, be very confident. Confidence actually comes from being open. Because if you're open to learn, then you are open to, then you are confident. Right? I don't know how to explain it. If all it is you're open to learning, to listening, and problem solving, you know. And I've had to remind myself this also, because I sometimes tend to get upset after a while when people are still saying no, 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 no. Then I'm realizing, maybe that's why I'm there. It's exactly because people are saying no, that's why we must bring in the yes. Right? And our very presence is the yes. Yeah. And then we just keep doing our stuff. Even if they say no, we just do it because it's good. We just keep offering it. Okay, so now you have the framework, not so difficult. All these things, Ejin will set up the Google Drive and then the emails. You'll just check it and then do your pieces of thinking or your homework within that week. Don't make it stressful for yourself, like I said. But if you're very fired up and you're all in flow, follow the flow. Don't stop it either, you know. Give it your all, okay? Then we will meet next Thursday again, okay? As well as alongside with the youth stewardship. So I hope that by next week, I think one of the Thursdays for 5 Thursdays to Cambridge, we also have a visitor. So that would be cool. And then one of the Thursdays we are having the youth stewardship program, and we can present some of the work that you all are doing as well for to gather feedback and everything. You like it? You seeing the pattern already? Yeah. Okay. So it's 5 o'clock. So we stop on the dot. Thank you so much for all your time. It's so wonderful to see all of you every time. You know, I can see you are feeling more confident already. So I think I've done a proud of myself here. Yeah. So all right. You all stay safe, okay? COVID, don't let your guards down. Keep yourself healthy and active and happy and fulfilled. Yeah. Any problem, anything, any worries, you just write to any of us. Okay, you can reach out to any of us. Okay. All right. Take care now. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.